Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Engkar Jaunra. I'm from Group 2. I will explain about the point 1, a symbol and reference. Okay, a symbol is something that is used to represent something else. According to Chair 1998, a symbol is type, sign that can be a sound, as is language a feature, as in traffic sign, color, also as in traffic lane movement age. So symbol is used to explain a common by using symbol only, because symbols already represent all of them in accordance with examples, such as traffic light. There are red, yellow, and green. It has been explained its common without having to explain at length. 2. A reference is a concrete object that is referred to by a symbol or a symbol. Horse examples is a reference from the word symbols that read horse. The word red horse is used to symbolize a type of four-legged animals that is commonly driven. Number 2, connotation, detonation, and implication. Detonation refers to the implied or secondary meaning of a word, in addition to its literal meaning. These are the type of words that consist of multiple underlying meanings of which we associate it with. They usually to an individual's subjective, emotional, and culture experience. But keep in mind that this word may also suggest very different meaning, depending on the time and place it is used. For instance, bad can simply refer to something that is not good, but to most young people of this modern age, the word bad can be interpreted as something cool. Next, detonation. Detonation typically refers to words with dictionary definitions. The literal meaning of a word help us better understand its figurative associations. So, it's almost impossible to understand the connotation of a word unless we are fairly knowledgeable about its detonation first. Example, chick. We all know that a chick is a baby bird, but this day it is considered to be a derogatory term for women. While it's still a term associated with females, in no way does it uphold the characteristic of a respectful lady. Implication. Implication are different from the meaning of detonation and connotation. The implications are closely related to the context or situation. Only those involved in the previous conversation or those around the speaker can interpret the word. The word train by a group of children who are busy playing along implicitly can be interpreted as watch out for running, a train will pass. Train age, the word bad can be interpreted as something cool. Next, detonation. Detonation typically refers to words with dictionary definitions. The literal meaning of a word help us better understand its figurative associations. So, it's almost impossible to understand the connotation of a word unless we are fairly knowledgeable about its detonation first. Example, chick. We all know that a chick is a baby bird, but this day it is considered to be a derogatory term for women. While it's still a term associated with females, in no way does it uphold the characteristic of a respectful lady. Implication. Implication are different from the meaning of detonation and connotation. The implications are closely related to the context or situation. Only those involved in the previous conversation or those around the speaker can interpret the word. The word train by a group of children who are busy playing along implicitly can be interpreted as watch out for running, a train will pass.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Siti Hasanah. Next, I would like to explain about ambiguity, metaphor and simile, antonym and synonym. First, ambiguity. Ambiguity is a contraction that can be interpreted in more than one meaning. Maksudnya di sini adalah yang mana kalimat atau kata memiliki dua makna atau lebih, atau kata atau kalimat tersebut tidak jelas dalam pengertian atau maksudnya. Contohnya kata-kata bill antara restoran dan bank. Contoh pertama di restoran, ada seseorang waiter memberikan bill kepada customer dengan mengatakan, "Sir, here is your bill." Ini adalah bill Anda. Nah, bill di sini berupa tagihan bentuk bukti pembayaran atau bukti penerimaan. Sedangkan dengan kalimat yang sama digunakan di bank, "Sir, here is your bill." Sir, ini adalah bill Anda. Nah, ketika di bank, bill tersebut kalimat tersebut bukan berarti bukti pembayaran, tetapi di sini berupa uang kertas. And next adalah metaphor and simile. Metaphor dan simile ini hampir memiliki definisi yang sama, tetapi metaphor di sini adalah membuat kalimat yang lebih hidup atau menarik dengan membandingkan dua objek dengan karakteristik yang serupa. Contohnya, misalnya, the hospital was a freezer. Rumah sakit itu freezer. Maksud kata-kata ini adalah yang mana rumah sakit itu sangat dingin, hanya saja temperaturnya atau suhunya yang seperti di dalam kulkas. And then simile di sini adalah membandingkan dua hal atau dua objek yang jelas dasarnya sudah berbeda, tetapi tetap dianggap sama. Contohnya, simile di sini dengan membedakan simile di sini menggunakan kata like dan as. Pertama, contoh dari kata like, he sleeps like a log. Dia tidur seperti kayu. Maksud kata-kata di sini adalah dia tidurnya sangat dalam atau sangat nyenyak. Dan kata yang kedua menggunakan kata as, he is as dull as a donkey. Dia itu bodoh seperti kedelai. Kebodohannya itu yang seperti kedelai. Dan synonym and antonym. Synonym is that have same meaning, yang mana di sini mempunyai makna yang sama. Contohnya smart and clever. Smart and clever sama-sama artinya pintar. Dan antonym is a word whose meaning is opposite, yang mana di sini mempunyai makna yang berbeda. Antonim mempunyai 4 tipe. Yang pertama itu adalah relational. Relational di sini maksudnya adalah pasangan kata yang menunjukkan hubungan antara dua hal yang berbeda. Contohnya depan dan belakang. Dan send and reserve. Yang mana di sini ketika tidak ada kata send berarti tidak ada kata receive. Di sini harus kedua kata send and receive itu harus ada. Dan selanjutnya adalah graded. Graded di sini maksudnya adalah pasangan kata yang menunjukkan variasi antara dua hal. Contohnya seperti sad and happy. Itu sama-sama berbeda. Dan complementary di sini maksudnya adalah pasangan kata yang tidak memiliki variasi atau tidak memiliki derajat makna. Contohnya did and alive itu. Dan receiver di sini adalah pembalikan, yang mana receiver di sini lebih sering menggunakan kata preposition. Contohnya dress, undress, tie, untie, and then go up and go down. That's only. Wassalamualaikum. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello guys, my name is Imran Sandi. Okay, today we learn about basic third arithmetic. Do you know what the basic third arithmetic? Basic third arithmetic can divide into several parts. Okay, here I want to explain 2 points in basic third arithmetic. The first point is hyponymy and the second point is metonymy. Okay, we go to the first point is hyponymy. Do you know what the hyponymy? Hyponymy is the meaning of the word is include the meaning of the other word. Hyponymy is the specific name. Yeah, hyponymy is the specific name. Okay, I give you example. The rose is hyponymy of flower. The rose that is specific name of flower. So the rose is hyponymy of flower. Okay, the other example. The dog is hyponymy of the animals. The dog is specific name. The dog is hyponymy of animals. Okay, I give you the last example. Enggarjandra. Enggarjandra is hyponymy of human. Enggarjandra that is specific name. Okay, do you understand? We go to the second point, metonymy. Metonymy. Do you know what the metonymy? Metonymy is when the meaning refers to something that is aside to it. Metonymy is a form of use of the word or two. That is a branch, a type something else. That is of unit of the word. Okay, I give you example. Cigarette are repaired by Jarum, Gudang Garam, Sampurna. Okay, Sampurna, Gudang Garam, Jarum is metonymy. Do you understand? Okay, I give you the other example. The toothpaste are repaired by odol. So the odol that is metonymy. Okay, the last example. The green page a word to save the world. Okay, we know now cause of that everyone is COVID-19. So the green page, like the doctor, like sister, his work to save the world. So the green page is metonymy. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Okay, in my turn, I would like to explain about homophone and homonym. Okay, for the first one, I would like to explain about homophone. What is homophone? Homophone is each of two or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings, origins, and spelling. For the example, like bear, like mate and mate. The two words have the same sound, same pronunciation, but the meaning is different. And also like pour, and for. The three words have the same sound, same pronunciation, but in the meaning are different. Okay, next about homonym. What is homonym? Homonym are two words that are spelled the same and sound the same, but have different in the meanings. Therefore, homonym is a word that has the same name as another word, meaning that two words look and sound exactly alike. For example, address bisa bermakna it can be to speak atau to bermakna location, dan also right di sini bisa bermakna correct, benar, atau juga bisa bermakna direction opposite of left, penjelasan dari lawannya dari kiri, yaitu kanan. Jadi homonym di sini bisa tergantung konteks, depend on the context. Jadi homonym is word that having the same spelling and pronunciation but different in meanings. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Lili Rahma Yulita. I wanna explain about polysemy and homograph. First is polysemy. Polysemy itu adalah suatu kata yang mempunyai makna lebih dari satu, seperti pada kata head. For example, my head hurt and she is the head of the sales department. Perhatikan kata head pada kalimat pertama dan kedua. Jadi, kata head yang dimaksud pada kalimat pertama itu adalah kepala, bagian dari anggota tubuh. Sedangkan kata head yang dimaksud pada kalimat yang kedua itu adalah kepala atau ketua dari suatu perusahaan. Jadi, kita bisa menentukan makna dari kata tersebut dengan melihat kalimatnya terlebih dahulu. Next is homograph. Homogram itu adalah kata yang mempunyai ejaan yang sama, akan tetapi memiliki arti dan pengucapan yang berbeda, seperti pada kata dove dalam bentuk noun yang artinya burung merpati, dan kata dove dalam bentuk kata kerja kedua dari dive yang artinya menyelam. For example, a dove is a kind of bird and he dove into the pool. Jadi, kata dove pada kalimat yang pertama itu maknanya adalah burung merpati. Sedangkan kata dove pada kalimat yang kedua itu adalah bentuk kata kerja kedua dari dive yang artinya menyelam. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.